Football, my friends, is all about intense emotions, and nothing hurts more than saying goodbye to a legend. This year, brace your hearts, because we're about to bid farewell to some true icons of the sport. And the most painful part? Almost every fan base across Europe will feel the impact. Players who defined generations, made history, and won the hearts of thousands around the world are on their way out. But who are these stars? And which clubs are they leaving behind? Stick with us in today's video, because emotions are going to run high. Go ahead and grab a tissue, because these goodbyes are sure to bring tears even to the toughest fans. These are the 10 legends who are saying farewell to their clubs at the end of the season. And to kick off this heartbreaking list of farewells, we start with a true maestro, Kevin De Bruyne. The Belgian star took everyone by surprise when he announced on social media that this would be his final season wearing the Manchester City shirt. 10 incredible years shining in sky blue, dazzling fans with pinpoint passes, clutch goals, and a football IQ few have ever seen. He won't be lifting the Premier League trophy in his final season. But honestly, with 6 league titles under his belt, including 4 in a row, it already feels like mission well and truly accomplished. De Bruyne leaves City as perhaps the greatest player in the club's history, and more than that, as one of the Premier League's all-time greats. He's been named Player of the Season twice and is currently the second highest assist provider in the league's history. That's just insane. Now, where is he going next? That remains a mystery, but all signs point to him saying goodbye to England for good. And can you imagine the heartbreak for City fans? It's like their own Klopp moment, the same kind of pain Liverpool supporters felt last year. And since we're talking about Liverpool, it's time to hit a sensitive spot for Reds fans. Trent Alexander-Arnold is leaving Anfield. That's right. When this season ends, the most iconic right-back of Liverpool's modern era will be wearing white. Yep, he's packing his bags for Real Madrid. Now, some people might say, oh, he left like that. He's not really a club legend. But let's be honest, he is a legend. Trent has been with Liverpool for over 20 years. He came up through the academy, won it all, reinvented the right-back position, and cemented his name in the club's history as the greatest in that role. And let's not forget, he still has plenty of football left in him. Of course, it hurts to see him go. It feels like a piece of Liverpool's soul is leaving with him. And even though his next chapter is with a massive club, we're talking Real Madrid after all, the pain of saying goodbye is still all too real. Now hold on tight, because if there's one name that represents loyalty to a club, it's Thomas Muller. After 25 years wearing the Bayern Munich shirt, the German star is ready to say goodbye. His contract ends this summer, and the big question is, will he hang up his boots as a true one-club man? Or will we still see Muller showcasing his tactical brilliance on another pitch somewhere? Whatever the answer, one thing's for sure, he's an absolute legend. Muller is the player with the most appearances in Bayern's history and the one with the most Champions League games for a single club. Not to mention, he holds the record for most Bundesliga titles won by a player. And he's about to extend that by the looks of it. If he does decide to retire, he'll walk out the front door. A rare symbol of loyalty in modern football, where money usually speaks louder. But for now, all we can do is wait for his decision with our hearts in our hands. And even though he just returned to Santos, Neymar still makes this list. Because yes, he's a living legend who's about to change course once again. After leaving Al Hilal and openly expressing his desire to return to Europe, Ney signed a short-term contract with Pesci, only until mid-year. It was an emotional, nostalgic, and symbolic comeback, but a temporary one. Behind the scenes, word is, he's dreaming of one last dance with Barcelona. Just imagine, Neymar and Barca reunited, wrapping up a cycle in style. That would be something straight out of a movie, but of course nothing's confirmed just yet. What we do know is that Neymar wants more, and when he wants something, he usually makes it happen. Whether it's a return to Catalonia or a surprise move somewhere else, the world will stop to watch the next chapter in the story of one of the most talented players of his generation. Quiet but colossal, Koke may be living his final days wearing the Atleti shirt, the only club he's ever played for. And even without an official announcement, the signs are everywhere. His contract ends in the middle of the year, and with young Pablo Barrios taking on an increasingly important role in midfield, Koke has gradually shifted into a more secondary role. In fact, the player himself has hinted that the end of the road might be near, and you simply can't talk about Atletico de Madrid without mentioning his name. The club's all-time appearance leader and a symbol of the Simeone era, Koke was much more than just a player. He was the heart and soul of the team during historic moments. If the farewell is confirmed, it will mark the end of an era at the Civitas Metropolitano. And honestly, holding back the tears won't be easy. 18 years at the club. That's right, nearly 2 decades wearing the merengue shirt. Lucas Vazquez has always been that guy ready for anything. Right back, winger, midfielder. Wherever the team needed him, he was there. He was never the main star, but he was always essential. But now his contract is coming to an end. And by all indications, this story is about to wrap up. With Carvajal back from injury and the arrival of Trent Alexander-Arnold already in the pipeline, Real Madrid seems well covered in that department. And let's be honest, as much of a warrior as Lucas has been, the club is clearly looking toward the future. That's why his departure at the end of the season seems almost certain. If it really happens, it will be the farewell of a player who gave his all for Madrid, someone who celebrated titles, defended the badge with heart, and, even far from the spotlight, etched his name into the club's history. So buckle up, because now we're talking about Kyle Walker, and there's no suspense here. The farewell is certain. The English fullback already left Manchester City back in January, but it was only on loan. So technically, he's still a City player. But in reality, that chapter has been closed for a while now. Walker was a key piece during City's golden years, with his blistering pace, relentless defending, and on-field leadership. But now neither the club wants to rely on him anymore, nor does he show any intention of coming back. The truth is, the cycle has come to an end. After so many titles and decisive matches, Walker is expected to officially say goodbye to Manchester City at the end of the season, wrapping up a run that absolutely deserves a standing ovation. An era ends, and City fans will definitely miss those last-second sprints that saved the day.